Okay. So, hello everybody. And today's topic is going to be baby, it's cold outside. All right. So, except for Michelle, who's here, I'm gonna take that back. It's seasonal here.
Mhm.
Okay. So our temperatures are like at night it's going down into the upper 30s, but mostly it's 40s at night and 50s during the day, and that's honestly that's seasonable. That's seasonal here. Poor Angie.
We well,
It's
she's in
actually-
Florida, so that's a little harsher for you there. We're like 20. We're probably where Florida is right now. Welcome to Ohio, Angie.
Okay, I took Jazzy out, and it was about 3:30 in the morning, so last piece for the night kind of thing. And I'm like, all right, come on, let's do the thing. And she's like, okay. And then she wandered around for like 15 minutes, picking up sticks, weeds. I'm like, babe, my feet are literally frozen because I have yet to find my winter coat. I don't know where it is. It's in the guest room somewhere. Don't know where.
I'm impressed you even packed it.
Well, I mean, I figured I'm going to be traveling. I go to Colorado and all. So so I have a lovely warm coat that is God knows where in the other room. I'm out there in a t-shirt going, can you just pee? I got 2 sweatshirts. No, 3. 3 sweatshirts. 3. And that's it. And I have worn them. And I don't have a dryer yet. So I've been hanging my clothes up on the clothesline. And they're freezing. Frozen towels. They were like, if I hit them, it was like bonk, solid piece, swinging in the breeze. I'm like, hell. I'm in hell.
I have a fun fact for you that you probably already knew. But that
Frozen towels are good for you?
no. That water can freeze and still be dry. Like your clothes can freeze solid and still be dry.
Yeah, I don't know if they were dry. I could literally like knock a man out with one of the towels. It was a bath. Clunk. Yeah.
Don't drop them. You might break your towels.
I know. So I brought them in and they were still wet. So so yeah, I've just been trying to dry them inside. But so the dryer is coming tomorrow. It was supposed to be here today. Tomorrow they're supposed to deliver the flooring. Today they delivered the flooring. Tomorrow they're delivering the dryer. And so, but it's a gas dryer and the propane doesn't get turned on until the 16th. I go to the laundromat to dry my clothes because as much as I do love cardboard feeling jeans, no, I really don't like at all. No.
Right. So Denise, you got snow. Haven't you got like a significant amount of snow?
So that's East Side. One of my girls actually lives where they got hit, and she's like, it just keeps snowing. She's like, we had like 3 feet. I'm like, ugh, yeah. So she's in the lake effect part. We're like secondary snow belt, so we'll get some of it depending how it hits. But I did have a girl. She had to figure out how to get out. She's like, well, I had a Jeep. and I have a snowblower, so I figured I had no excuse not to make it here. I'm like, you're correct.
Yeah, and Esto's actually pricing out snow blowers because now that we have a real driveway, we're going to need a snow blower.
Yeah.
But
yep.
you know, here's the thing: we get so little snow here. I know, Paige, gross. I mean, it's nice when we get that little dusting and the backyard has got some snow on the grass and there's a little bit on the trees. It's so pretty. Okay. But again, looking out my window now, I know where my winter coat is.
Sure, rub it in. That's fine. It's fine.
Out here, Angie, I knew I didn't need the winter coat I needed in Connecticut. It still was on top of the pile because knowing, well, look, I'm going to move someplace that's not supposed to get all that cold in the wintertime. And it's going to be, you know, it's the cold we get every 100 years. So, yeah, go find your winter coat. It's going to stay cold until you find it.
Well, I went in. Okay, my guest room is literally
The devil's dandruff.
a Tetris pile of Rubbermaid tubs. Every Rubbermaid tub is in that room, and it's
Did you label them?
floor to almost ceiling.
Did you label them?
Oh yeah. The only problem is they're Tetris did. So
She probably named them too, like Bob and Steve and everything else. So I don't know why you asked her, did she label them, Mary? They probably all have names.
so they're all in there. The problem is
Fine.
they're stacked about 6 high. And so while I was on the phone with Chris, I was actually climbing around in this Tetris pile and like scooting down in between where there's like to find the ones that have clothes in them and pulling them out. That's what Chris was hearing while we were chatting on the phone earlier. And I'm like heaving them up from the depths. So I have at present 5 Ziploc clothing bags. I can't tell what's in them because they're squashed flat and small. I'm hoping there is a code in there. We'll find out after the
Chris,
podcast.
we can't hear you, Chris. No.
Mm-mm.
You sound like
Well,
you're
that we hear.
far
Very-
away.
That we heard. All right. So, okay, dealing with the cold. I mean, regional. All right. As much as I feel bad for Angie because Florida is cold, Angie is still a New England native.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay? So this is not surprising as to deal with this kind of weather. All right. But, you know, Denise and Chris, the same thing too. You know what? We're used to this type of weather. We know how to layer up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, Christine is like, you know, she has you have her sympathies. Oh,
Hey,
hey,
nobody wants to know how cold it is here.
no.
No.
We love you.
Okay,
Ashley,
never mind.
I'm gonna go live with Michelle for the winter. I'm gonna go hibernate.
And no, and I bitch and complain and piss and moan, but I don't do well with heat. Like I do not do well with heat. So I will accept the cold as my, at least it's not 80 all year round, because to me 80 is hot.
Hey, I'm just going to do a quick shout out to actually Ashley's hubby. Okay. Because when I picked up my van, my second van from Hanvey, and for those who think that it doesn't get cold in North and South Carolina, you would be incorrect on that. Okay. So we were flying in on a Sunday. We were going to go pick up the van on a Monday, do the work through, have them walk us through. And then, we were going to spend a couple of days and then we were going to head back home because, South Carolina is warmer than Connecticut in theory. Okay.
Theoretically.
So, but what they do get are ice storms. Okay. That freezing rain. So we're flying in on Sunday and all of a sudden the forecast changes and Ashley, your wonderful hubby came to the airport because we were just going to go directly to the hotel and see you guys the next day. But he came out to the airport because the weather was changed, picked us up at the airport, drove us to Hanby. This is after hours on a Sunday, okay, to give us the fastest walkthrough. Hope you're recording what I'm saying. Here's the welcome pack. Shoved us out the door. You need to leave like now. Literally, our suitcases went from his car into the van. They're like, yeah. We need to leave. And literally, in the rear view mirror, as we're leaving Hanby, we could see the ice in our in the rear view window. We are just keeping ahead of the storm. We kept ahead of the storm until we reached, Virginia. And then we got a little bit of a break, meaning we could stop and pee now. Brad, we drove the entire night and then pulled down our driveway, crashed, went to bed, woke up that morning to like 3 feet of snow in our driveway. That storm followed us all the way up the coast.
Wow.
And I just belatedly saw Pedro's comment that he does well when he's in heat. And
how did we let that comment slide without?
I don't know.
I saw it. I wasn't really sure what to do with it. I just figured
She put a pin in it.
We're just gonna
save this for after Mary's story because, yeah.
Well, I understand what cold is. I mean, I grew up in Indiana, and the place that I lived before we decided on Phoenix was Wisconsin. So y'all can run along with your cold. I did not warm up for 3 years after moving here. It took me so long to get warm again. And I enjoy it. I would not probably live anywhere else at all.
That's
I love
fair.
it here.
My child wants to do skiing this year. I haven't skied in 30 years. So this will be great. So excited. So got to get used to it, I guess. He even asked, he's like, can we go? They can make snow. I'm like, okay, yeah, they've been making snow, but it doesn't mean that you can go ski on it yet.
Right.
So yeah, he's waiting. Mhm.
Yeah. One of my clients, when I lived in Connecticut, so our winter vacation was to Mexico. I am not going anywhere cold. So I'm going to Mexico where there's beaches and someone who brings me a drink on the beach, hot, and I'm on the beach. So we're good. She was going skiing again. Okay. And she hates skiing. She did the sad face on her. We're saying that our winter vacation is we're going skiing. And I'm like, well, my winter vacation, I'm going to the beach.
You know what's great about a ski vacation? What's absolutely phenomenal? The best thing about a ski vacation?
Not going out in the snow, staying in the lodge.
Is the
In
lodge, right?
lodge, they have a fireplace and a bar and probably hot cocoa.
And snacks.
And snicky snacks.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but, I guess, I think what the intention I had for this was how to deal with the snow when we're working in it.
Oh, I have a way to derail that. I know. Wait, sit down. You're all shocked. But it's also on topic.
Okay.
So I bet y'all think I'm drinking a nice hot warm tea. But I'd like to have a shout out to our sponsor, who's not a sponsor, who has given us zero monies. And that is Yay to misunderstood oat nog from
Oat
the
nog.
oat nog from the Misunderstood Brewing Company, who also, by the way, does a delicious ginger flavored whiskey. And I've never bought eggnog before that was like actual alcoholic and bottled. So I'm like, it's really thin. It's not like the super thick eggnog. But the reason this hits you, I'll pour it so you can see it's creamy looking but thin. And it is oat milk liqueur and whiskey. So as I was wondering why this kicks me in the teeth so hard, like deliciously, I'm like, oh, because it's pure alcohol.
Okay, Christina, it's sponsored in spirits.
Correct. Yes, doctor.
Oh, we should make that a thing.
Sponsored
If
in
ever one of us is drinking, who's our sponsor in spirits?
Okay, so Pedro puts a fake tea bag string in her cups and fills it with liquor.
Pedro, there are
Surprise,
certain
Angie.
words that you
Surprise.
shouldn't use. In heat and teabag are two of them. I'm just
Fair.
going to leave that here.
Wow.
Okay. It is
'Cause
Pedro. So
because it's Pedro. And I'm not saying my mind wouldn't have gone there, but also it's Pedro. So my mind is directed there.
we kind of had to know that was going to happen. I mean, right?
And if you want to see
Anybody
more
been paying attention ever?
and if you want to see more shenanigans like that, tickets are now on sale for the New Jersey Groomers Ball, where there is an open bar, and Pedro and I will most likely be in attendance. I know I'll be. I think we're going to plan a dance battle. But anyway, sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
we,
now I might have to drive up from Florida to go see that. Last
Well,
year, I got to say,
Chris,
I
that
drove
is
down
definitely pay-per-view.
I drove down to the Groomers Ball, New Jersey
So
Groomers Ball last year.
Just saying, you ought to, for people who are not going to go, because, it's New Jersey in February, okay? Pay-per-view.
Well, and I haven't really, and the board members are going to kill me. I haven't really floated the dance battle idea yet, but Groomer Fight Club was decently represented at the Groomers Ball last year. So this year I'm going to say, hey, take your fights in person and have a dance battle.
Or a rap battle.
Ooh.
That would be hilarious.
Pedro's
Pedro's getting a break dance? All right, so now I got to drive to Jersey in February.
I'm going to try and go.
In February?
Uh-huh. We can be awkward together. I'm the same way.
It's fine. We redid the whole layout so there will actually be room to dance this year. So we're redoing all of that. There'll be room to dance. And listen, it isn't that fancy, if that makes sense. It's fancy in that we get a chance to dress up. So while the dress code is technically evening wear, because we generally, unless we go to the Barclay Honors Awards, we don't get a chance to dress fancy that often. So it's just kind of our excuse to dust off the dog hair and sparkle ourselves all the hell up. But it is a lovely room in a restaurant. So it's not like you're going to this super posh place where you worry about how many forks and using the correct fork, mainly because we can't afford that. Or we can, but the tickets would be priced so that everyone would be like, because eventually we'd love to do that, but
Our guild is also trying to put together a Bridgerton style garden party and social.
Aw.
And it is aimed toward associations, and anybody who joins their association is welcome to come. So it's a promotion of socialization between associations,
Yes.
state associations. So,
Oh, how fun.
And I would love to figure out and finagle a way to get there. I have to figure that shit out.
yeah, we're squaring away the details. So I don't have a lot of details, but it's something that all of us are 100% committed to making happen. We're all going to dress up. We're going to pick the diamond, and it will also be a communion and to get together and just talk about, where associations are going, why they're important, how we can, kitsch together and talk about, what's coming in the new year, what's coming in the future, how we can help each other out of state associations and all that. So,
Okay.
And because
so-
it's Arizona, even if it is in the winter, you can chase away the winter blues and not worry about how cold it is outside. Right
Mhm.
back around.
because it will be amazing and balmy.
Okay, so Michelle, we should have a discussion with you on behalf of WAGA.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I applied, but Terry called me and said I had to do other things.
Well, tomorrow I'm having a meeting with Judy and Jennifer
Mhm.
on the association member type thing. So I will bring it up.
Okay. Perfect.
And to
So-
answer Christina's question, there probably will be raffle tickets, but we're not selling them because in order to sell raffle tickets, you have to get a certain license, and that's a thing. So everyone will get a ticket upon entrance. So the only loose cash you have to worry about is for tipping your bar staff, or if you want to get anything that's not covered by the open bar. Like if you want like super fancy, high end, misunderstood oat nog or some nonsense.
Okay, but here's just something for the association to think about. So with admission, everybody gets one raffle ticket.
Yes.
So why don't you do VIPs and then for a little bit more money and then give them like, I don't know, 5 raffle tickets. This way you're not actually selling raffle tickets. It's just a perk of a VIP ticket.
I see the little
Right?
circle.
Why, Mary, that sounds like a fantastic idea. Would you like to be in charge of that?
I am not part of the
Because we can make you an honorary member to be in charge of that if that's what you would like.
No,
I think Mary is now in charge of that. So
Oh,
if it doesn't happen, it's Mary's fault.
No, it wouldn't be my fault because I am not on the board for the association.
I can make that shit happen. Don't threaten me with more work and don't think I won't push it back in your lap. I have studied at your feet.
I put another project onto Chris's plate, which has priority.
Yes, you have. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Okay. So my job will be, here's the thing. If you get me an outline for that project, I'll help you with the wall. And I don't mean a 1 page, I mean a full fleshed out outline.
Okay.
Auntie, is that not fair?
That is reasonable.
All right.
I'm sorry. Well, I know Chris is totally going to murder me. Maybe I'm not going to Jersey. Yeah. I mean, I'm playing devil's advocate. She, give a little, get a little, kind of.
I. See what you did there? How many pages would you like your outline to be? Because, by the way,
Ooh, do you
for
hear
the record,
tone? It's very crisp.
she put one item on my plate, and me, being the epitome of dumbassery that I am, insisted that, well, no, if I do this, I have to do this to go with
Yes,
it. So
exactly.
I just put gravy on top of the.
You do know she does it on purpose, right? You get that? See, that's how the whole rabbit certification book thing happens.
I know, and look at her grin too. She knows what she's doing.
So Spark
I
says,
mean, it's not like
"Hey, Andrew, you know what you should do? You should make a class on rabbits.
That's how it started.
No, just like a basic intro kind of class. Well, now that you have the basic intro, what you need to do is you need to stretch that out, and you want to cover all the aspects. So that would be like each, and you know what? And yeah, okay. So I start doing class number 2 and getting that going. She's like, as long as you're doing that, you know what you should do? You should write a book. And that's how the Quintessential Rabbit was born.
That's the way it works.
Because
That's the
Mary
way it works.
So,
Hooray.
all right, so a reasonable outline in which you could sit down and do it, meaning this is the whole point of an outline, okay? It has to be fleshed out enough that you could sit down with it and start writing things out. Angie and I are working on something, and I just put a very, very basic outline in our shared folder, and it's just meant to start the brain dump on it. So that outline, Andy, and I wasn't going to tell you this yet, but there will probably be about 19 subfolders for that, for each of the chapters, and start throwing things in there. So, all right.
Hey,
so
Chris,
yes.
it's called Chat GPT. Stick it in there. She'll have. I'm a guy right now. I need a 10-page outline for this project for Mary Aquendo, and there you go. Chat GPT, and you'll have it done in less than a minute.
And all of y'all were here when Denise skyrocketed to the top of my favorite persons list.
I gotcha.
I'm gonna get to your time out. There's garlic in my supper.
it has to be a real outline. And here's the thing: I don't even care if you do it if the outline is real.
ChatGPT comes out with real shit.
It has to. If I read it, I can see where you're going with it. That it's real information that you can
me
sit
2
down
weeks.
and work the project with it.
Give me 2 weeks.
Okay. Well,
You just have to change a few prompts. You'll be fine.
Putting it in my calendar.
Okay, that was the pointer finger. So just to clarify.
That was the pointer finger because I'm putting things in my calendar.
Yes, I saw that. All right. Well, why don't we hit up the weird fact?
yes.
Because I need to get back to working on the website here. All right.
Angie's Weekly Weird Fact.
So the reason for penguin coloring is to hide from predators. So they have black on the top to hide from aerial predators and white underneath to hide from the predators in the water. Male penguins give females a rock to woo them. So what essentially, ladies, what you need to do is you need to find yourself a guy that's like a penguin and will give you rocks. Because I don't know a groomer that doesn't at least collect some sort of rock.
My husband
Male
brings me blue things because that is birds of paradise do that.
Okay, see, there you go. So find yourselves a guy or another lady, whatever your preference, that brings you rocks, because that's a keeper. Male penguins huddle
Well,
in
it's part of the
large
nest.
Yeah. Male penguins huddle in large groups to keep themselves.
Angie's Weekly Weird Fact.
So what they do, it's really cool. There will be like hundreds of them, and they'll ring out in these large concentric circles. And the males actually have the baby chicks in between their little feet there, and they sit on them, keep them warm. And so the males will circle and circle and circle and circle and circle. And what they do is they form this amazing heat blanket
Mhm.
that they share amongst each other. And
And
it's,
don't they go in when they get cold and then come back out again?
yeah,
You know, they go in and out.
so they'll move in towards the center because, of course, the center is the warmest. So the ones with chicks tend to bring them towards the middle, and the older ones tend to stay on the outside. But then when the ones in the middle get a little too toasty, they start, doing the little happy feet and backing their way back out.
Hey,
And it's the cutest thing.
hey, Ashley, don't go look at your page right now. Angie is in the middle of redoing the website.
Okay. So what it means when she says I'm in the middle of redoing the website. What it means is of the 738 current live pages, about 5 of them are currently functioning, and the rest of them will not be functioning until I actually rewrite the entire page. So, at present, most of the website is down. I'm working on it. I plan on pulling an all-nighter. I'm going to try to catch a little bit of sleep from like
How dare you.
7 to 9 a.m. Yeah. But, hopefully I will have this sorted, at least for the most part, by Friday. But the stuff Mary needs for her stuff
And
is done tonight.
right after we get off this live stream, Angie is going to bug out in a timely fashion any second now and eat real food in a relaxing manner.
You
or
mean
I
not a
will
cigarette and a Dr.
call-
Pepper?
Yeah, more than a cigarette and Dr. Pepper.
So that's,
Or I
that's
will
very
call the hound.
relaxation will begin now of you
Yeah.
guys.
Listen, just in honor of, rocks and stuff. So Chris, for my Christmas present, she got me this advent calendar with rocks. I'm supposed to pull one out every day and, see what's in it. So today, Chris, this is today's. This is actually number 22.
I hope I know she knows that doing the days in the wrong order makes my head hurt.
Okay. This is a new one for me.
Physical pain.
I don't have this particular rock in my house. It's called zebra dorite. Can you see it?
Ooh, that's pretty.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Isn't that kind of pretty?
Mm-hmm.
See, friends should also be like penguins and give you rocks.
Yeah.
Pretty much just give everybody rocks.
And ask what your favorite dinosaur is.
Yes.
Okay.
So thank you, Chris. I'm not sure what number I'll open up tomorrow. Laurel, same here. I've got so many crystals in the house. I'll have people who will come here for class and they go, "Oh, this is pretty." I'm like, "Well, you can have it if you like."
And Angie, Kayla is going to message you in a half hour, so I got it covered. I will
Okay.
call the wild hunt on you.
The Wild Hunt.
Pedro, you injure my soul.
Fair. I would never have said that to your face, ever.
To your face.
Oh, that's it. I'm out. I'm not going to Jersey. No. Yeah. No. Mm-mm.
What if I insist the venue carry Dr. Pepper?
I'd probably love you for forever. I already
And
do.
she'd go. What you need to do though is hide a Mr. Pibb inside all the whole Dr. Pepper things and make sure that she gets into it. Sorry, I had to. I had
Case of
to.
Dr. Pepper
No, the taste is
and put one can,
One,
of
just
Dr.
one can.
one can of Mr. Pibb in the middle of a case of Dr. Pepper. Oh,
Oh, you have
okay,
no
now that's funny.
ideas?
That's comedy.
Okay. We need to wrap up.
Yes.
Yes.
So we will see everybody next week.